It's 3 a.m. Your body feels like concrete, but your mind won't stop. You've been responsible for everyone, everything, for so long. And now even sleep has abandoned you. You did everything right today. Handled the crisis at work, picked up groceries, helped with homework, paid the bills, responded to 17 emails after dinner, checked on your mom, made sure the kids had clean clothes for tomorrow, put gas in the car, paid the credit card bill online. So why are you staring at the ceiling? Calculating how many hours until your alarm goes off? Why does your exhausted body feel like it's plugged into an electrical socket? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. And you're definitely not broken. Tonight, we're going to figure out why exhaustion doesn't guarantee rest, why your generation carries a unique burden, and what actually will help you sleep again. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's 47, works in accounting for a mid-sized firm in Denver. Every night, she collapses on her couch after dinner, so tired she can barely keep her eyes open during Netflix. Her husband finds her there at 10 p.m., remote in her hand, completely out. But the moment he wakes her up to go to bed, wide awake, her brain starts the familiar loop. Did I submit that quarterly report? Is mom's medication refill ready at CVS? Can we afford Jake's college tuition next year? Did I remember to schedule that mammogram? Why is the mortgage payment higher this month? She lies there calculating. If Jake goes to state school instead of private, that saves $40,000 a year, but he worked so hard for those grades. If they refinance again, the payment drops $200 a month, but they restart the 30-year clock. If something happens to mom, who's going to handle her finances? Sarah's sister lives in California. Useless. It's all on her. 3 hours later, she's Googling average cost of assisted living facilities on her phone under the covers. Or there's Marcus, 52, sales manager in Phoenix. He drives home from client meetings completely drained, sometimes pulling over at that Starbucks on Central Avenue, just to close his eyes for 5 minutes in the parking lot. The barista inside recognizes him now. The guy who sits in his Camry with his head back, looking like he might cry. But at midnight, he's wide awake, calculating quarterly numbers on his iPad. His team is 3% behind target. If they don't hit their numbers by December, corporate is talking about restructuring. He's got 2 kids still in college, a mortgage with 18 years left, and his 401k took a beating last year. At his age, finding another job isn't exactly easy. He runs the numbers over and over. If he pushes Jennifer's team harder, they might quit. If he doesn't, he might get fired. The client in Tucson is wavering on that big contract. If it falls through, that's 15% of his quarterly revenue gone. And Lisa, 44, single mom in Tampa. She works 2 jobs, office manager during the day, bookkeeping for a small restaurant 3 nights a week. She manages her ex-husband's weekend schedule, coordinates carpools with other parents, helps her teenage daughter Emma with anxiety, attacks, and somehow keeps everyone fed and clothed and functioning. By 10 p.m., she's running on fumes, literally falling asleep during Emma's recap of drama club auditions. But by 2 a.m., she's wide awake, mind racing through tomorrow's impossible logistics. Emma has a dentist appointment at 3:30, but Lisa's boss scheduled a mandatory meeting until 4. The car needs an oil change, but when? The rent went up again, and the restaurant gig barely covers groceries. She lies there doing math that never adds up. If she picks up extra shifts, who watches Emma? If she doesn't, how do they pay for Emma's therapy? The insurance covers 6 sessions, but Emma needs more. Everything costs more. Gas, groceries, utilities. Her ex-husband sends his child support check whenever he feels like it, which is basically never. Here's what I want you to understand, and this is crucial. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not failing at sleep. You're carrying a weight that previous generations couldn't imagine. Your parents worried about putting food on the table and keeping a roof over their heads. You're managing more information, more responsibilities, more complex financial decisions in a single day than your grandparents handled in a month. You're expected to be a financial planner, healthcare advocate, technology expert, career strategist, relationship, counselor, and emotional support system for everyone in your orbit, all while maintaining your own sanity and somehow saving for retirement in an economy that makes no sense. Your body is exhausted, but your nervous system is still in overdrive, and that's not your fault. Here's what's happening in your brain when you can't sleep despite being exhausted, and why this is especially brutal for people in their 40s and 50s. Physical tiredness and mental tiredness are 2 completely different systems. Think of it like this. Your body is like a smartphone at 5% battery, but your mind is like having 40 browser tabs open, all running background processes, constantly refreshing, draining resources you don't even have. When you're in your 40s and 50s, you're typically in what researchers call the sandwich generation. You're caring for aging parents while still supporting your own kids. You're at peak responsibility in your career, the person everyone comes to when things go wrong. You're managing a household, finances, health insurance that makes no sense, retirement planning that feels impossible, and college costs that seem designed to bankrupt families. Your brain literally doesn't know how to turn off because turning off feels dangerous. What if you forget something important? What if there's an emergency? What if that weird pain in your chest is actually serious? And you should Google it right now? Then add in our always connected culture. That Slack notification at 9:15 p.m. from your boss who apparently never sleeps. The work email that comes through during dinner, marked urgent, about something that could easily wait until Monday. The news alerts telling you about another crisis you can't control. The school district robocall at 6 a.m. about a 2-hour delay. You found out about after you were already dressed and ready. Your phone is buzzing with notifications from apps you don't remember downloading. Your smartwatch is telling you to stand up, drink water, breathe. Your fitness tracker is judging your sleep quality. Your banking app is sending fraud alerts for charges you actually made. Amazon is suggesting products based on something you looked at. Once 3 weeks ago, the average American checks their phone 144 times per day. That's once every 6.5 minutes during waking hours. Each time you check, you're getting a small hit of cortisol, the stress hormone that tells your nervous system to stay alert, stay vigilant, stay ready for the next crisis. Your ancestors went to sleep when the sun went down. Their biggest worry was whether it would rain tomorrow. You go to sleep with the weight of the entire world in your pocket, plus your mortgage, plus your mother's declining health, plus your son's college applications, plus climate change, plus inflation, plus whatever horror show is trending on Twitter tonight. No wonder you're lying there at 2 a.m., calculating whether you can afford to retire, ever, and Googling signs of heart attack in women because your left arm felt weird earlier. But here's the thing that nobody talks about, and this is important. This isn't a problem you can solve by trying harder. You can't force sleep any more than you can force a sneeze. You can't willpower your way into rest. The harder you try to fall asleep, the more awake you become. It's like telling someone not to think about a pink elephant. Suddenly, that's all they can think about. The solution isn't more effort. It's less. It's creating conditions where rest becomes possible. Instead of demanding that rest happen right now, what you can do is create an environment, both physical and mental, where your nervous system finally feels safe enough to let go. There's an ancient wisdom that says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." I'm not asking you to believe anything specific tonight. I'm not here to convert you or convince you of any particular faith. I'm just asking you to consider that maybe, just maybe, you weren't designed to carry everything alone. Maybe the answer isn't working harder at sleep. Maybe it's learning how to set down the weight, even if it's just for 8 hours. Tonight, I want you to try something different. Not complicated, not expensive, not time-consuming. 3 simple steps that you can do right now tonight that will actually work if you let them. First, 30 minutes before bed, put your phone in another room, not on silent, not face down on your nightstand, not in the bathroom next to your bedroom. In another room, preferably downstairs if you have a 2-story house. I know this feels impossible. I know you think you need it for your alarm. Get a real alarm clock. $20 at Target, $15 at Walmart. Your rest is worth $15. Your sanity is worth $15. I know you think you need it in case there's an emergency. Here's the truth: if there's a real emergency, someone will find a way to reach you. People survived emergencies for thousands of years without smartphones. You can survive one night. Your phone is not just a device. It's a portal to every problem, every worry, every crisis happening anywhere in the world at any moment. Every notification, even the ones you think you don't notice, is a small hit of cortisol, telling your nervous system to stay alert, stay ready, stay vigilant. You cannot wind down while staying plugged in. It's like trying to fall asleep at a rock concert. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a tiger chasing you and a notification from your credit card company. Second, try the 4-6 breath. This is not meditation. This is not anything spiritual or complicated. This is basic biology. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Breathe out through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do this for 90 seconds. That's 15 breath cycles. Set a timer if you need to. The longer exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that tells your body it's safe to rest, safe to digest, safe to repair itself. When you're chronically stressed, this system basically shuts down. You're stuck in fight or flight mode 24/7. The 4-6 breath is like a reset button for your nervous system. You're not trying to empty your mind or achieve enlightenment. You're just giving your body permission to downshift from highway speed to residential street speed. If thoughts come up while you're breathing, and they will, just notice them and go back to counting. 4 in, 6 out. Your brain is not broken if it keeps thinking. Brains think. That's what they do. You're just not engaging with every thought that shows up. Third, write down one thing you're grateful for tonight. Not 3 things, not a whole gratitude journal, not a list of everything you should be thankful for. So, one thing, one sentence, on a piece of paper, not on your phone. Could be coffee this morning that actually tasted good. Could be your kid texting you back for once. Could be finding a parking space at the grocery store. Could be making it through another day without losing your mind. Could be finding this video at 3 a.m. and realizing you're not alone in this. This isn't toxic positivity. I'm not asking you to pretend everything is fine when it's not. I'm not asking you to be grateful for your problems or find the silver lining in your stress. Gratitude is training your brain to notice that even in the middle of chaos, something worked today. Something held. Something was good. Your brain is wired to focus on problems and threats. That's how humans survived for millennia. But in modern life, the survival mechanism keeps you awake. Worrying about problems you can't solve at 3 a.m. Writing down one good thing is like throwing a life preserver to the part of your brain that remembers how to rest. Listen to me carefully, because this might be the most important thing anyone has said to you in a long time. You have been the responsible one for so long. You've been the one everyone counts on, the one who keeps everything together, the one who handles the crisis and pays the bills and shows up every single day. No matter how you feel, for 20 years, maybe 30, you've been taking care of everyone else. Your kids, your parents, your spouse, your coworkers, your friends who call you when their lives fall apart because they know you'll answer. You'll listen, you'll help them figure it out. You're the one who remembers everyone's birthdays, schedules, the appointments, handles the insurance claims, researches the school's plans, the vacations, manages the budget, and somehow keeps everyone fed and clothed and functioning. You've been strong for so long that people have forgotten you're human, including you. Tonight, it's time to remember something you matter to. Your rest matters. Your peace matters. Your sleep matters. You are not required to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're not responsible for solving everyone else's problems. You're not required to be available 24/7 for every crisis, real or imagined. The ancient text says, be still and know. Not work harder and achieve. Not stress more and accomplish. Not solve everyone's problems and then maybe you can rest. Be still and know that you are enough exactly as you are right now in this moment. Your worth is not your productivity. Your value is not your to-do list. You are not a machine that exists to serve everyone else's needs while neglecting your own. Tomorrow will have its own challenges. The emails will still be there. The bills will still need to be paid. Your family will still need you. But tomorrow is not tonight. Tonight, your only job is to rest. You've earned it. You've more than earned it. You've earned it every single day for years. And you keep putting it off because everyone else's needs feel more urgent than yours. But here's what I know, if you don't take care of yourself eventually, you won't be able to take care of anyone else. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give what you don't have. So tonight, just for tonight, give yourself permission to let go. Close your eyes. Take that 4-6 breath and let yourself sink into the safety of this moment. The work will be there tomorrow. The worries will be there tomorrow. The responsibilities will be there tomorrow. But right now, in this moment, you can let them go. You don't have to solve everything tonight. You don't have to figure everything out before you sleep. You don't have to be strong right now. You can just be tired. You can just be human. You can just rest. You're safe. You're enough. You can rest now. Sleep well. If this video helped you tonight, please give it a thumbs up, so more people who need this message can find it. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more content that brings peace to your 3 a.m. moments. And here's what I really want from you. Leave a comment below and tell me one thing you're going to try tonight. Is it putting your phone in another room? The 4-6 breathing? Writing down that one thing you're grateful for? When you comment, you're not just helping the algorithm. You're helping someone else who's scrolling through these comments at 2 a.m. feeling alone. Realize they're not the only one struggling with this. Share this video with someone you know who carries too much weight. Sometimes the best gift you can give someone is permission to rest. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.